Good day, everyone. I'm Mr. Bar. Once again, this is the discussion about major philosophies of education. This is intended for teachers' board exam. Now, uh, the discussion for today is all about philosophies of education. So we'll just take the major philosophies of education, although we have a lot of philosophies of education, and we can consider the other philosophies of education to be proponents of these major philosophies. So these are the five major philosophies of education. Now let's take realism. We have a philosophy of education, what we call realism. When we define realism, because the most important here for knowing the philosophies of education is the motive of the philosophies, or the aim of the philosophies. When we say realism, it is centered to the truth. There is truth through real existence, of knowledge or values. So in other words, this is all about more on physical concept for realism. So when we say real existence of behavior of a person, behavior of a child, or the knowledge, the real existence as to the level of the knowledge of the learner, so it's all about realism. Then we have the second major philosophy, which is idealism. Idealism is also, the aim for this is also all about the truth. And the truth is not in a real existence, but it is the truth through reasoning, correct reasoning. The correct reasoning in order to arrive the truth with God's will. So this is what we call idealism. In other words, when we consider realism as more on physical, it means mind, and it means physical existence of the material or the knowledge of behavior, while this one is all about mind and spirit, because this is all about truth by through reasoning. So this is all about mental and spiritual, while this one is more on physical. That is how to define or to determine realism and idealism. For existentialism, the aim of this philosophy is what we call, there is freedom. When the philosophy of the education is all about freedom of education, or freedom of a child with its education, or free choosing of values, that is what we call existentialism. It is under existentialism philosophy of education. And the fourth of the major philosophy that we shown here is what we call the experimentalism. Experimentalism is easy to detect the aim for this philosophy because it's all about changing process. It's all about experiment. When we say root word experiment, it means trial. So it means there are changes. So if we are talking about changing process of the knowledge, changing process of the values of the learner, it involves what we call experimentalism under experimentalism philosophy of education. Now, when we say changing process, it means the behavior or the knowledge is relative also to the time and place. Because as the time goes on, maybe the knowledge is accumulated, so there are changes. Changes for the knowledge and the values relative to places and time. We are talking here about experimentalism, so the aim of experimentalism is all about changing process. While here, in perennialism, this is more on universal concept. Imperialism, it means education is constant to a learner. Or shall we say education is everywhere as to what place the learner is within. So there is also education during in that place. So it means that education is everywhere, education is constant to a learner. Not only education in school, in wherein there is what we call a structure for students, but also in other places, maybe at home. So perennialism means education is constant and it is everywhere. So what I am saying here, and I'm explaining here to you, are the major philosophies of education. These are the 5 major philosophies of education, and we have a lot of philosophies of education to learn, but we can consider the other philosophies of education as proponents of these 5 major philosophies. So maybe if you have some questions as to what are the others or other major philosophies or the proponents of these major philosophies, you may contact about Review Center Philippines with this number here. This is our landline number in Cebu, Philippines. Or maybe you can email at @yahoo.com. If you have suggestions and more, if you want to expand more, you want us to expand more explanation regarding these major philosophies of education. So what I'm showing now here are the 5 major philosophies of education, which are very important philosophies of philosophies in education. So that's all for today, and good day.